Hi all, welcome back to Hiking Adventures with Trevor. Once again today we're not out on a hike, I'm just doing a little bit of wandering around Brisbane itself. And in front of me here is Lang Park. And we're actually right now outside of the little church that's next to Lang Park. A lot of you people may know of this little place here, or you may or may not. But anyway, I thought I'd come here today, Lang Park, considering it's rugby league finals time, and this weekend we've got the Broncos and Penrith playing here. And I thought I would get myself down to Lang Park, but also tell you a little bit about the history of Lang Park. And this whole area through here, next to this little church and Lang Park itself, this whole area was the North Brisbane Cemetery, or Paddington Cemetery, many years ago, back in the 1800s actually. And this whole area through here originally was called Tea Tree Flats. And so as I said, it was originally a cemetery before Suncorp. Before Suncorp was called Lang Park, and even before that, I think before Lang Park, this area was a rubbish tip area, and I think also a swampy area as well. There was a swamp here. But anyway, this was Brisbane's cemetery in the early years, back in the 1800s. And there wasn't just a cemetery here. A lot of people think that the cemetery is just where they built Suncorp Stadium. That's not true. It actually started all the way back here, and there was different sections in the cemetery. There was, the Catholic section, the Baptist section, Methodist. There was all different sections. And in fact, I think there was even a little graveyard for First Nations or Indigenous Aboriginal people. They had their own little graveyard here as well. And all of the sections of the graveyards themselves, it just didn't, like I said, it wasn't just here and where Suncorp Stadium is. It actually went all the way up Hale Street, across Caxton Street. You may know that little area on the other side of Caxton Street there. There's a little skate park, and then Hale Street goes up the hill and you've got houses. Well, all the way up that hill were graveyards, and it makes me wonder if they actually did enough sort of exhuming all the graves in those areas along there where the houses are and where the skate park is, because they didn't really do any major development there. I wouldn't be surprised if there were still graves underneath those houses and the skate park. Most of the graves here at Suncorp, I think, were well, by the time they started digging it up and to develop Lang Park and Suncorp, I think most of the graves were sort of almost, the bones and all of that in the graves were all back to dirt, so to speak. I think they got a few fragments of people's remains and a couple of skeletons here and there, and they moved them all out to Toowong Cemetery. I'll go out there in a little while and show you where they actually put all that. But anyway, for now, let's get back to where we are. And as I said, we're outside of the church here. This is not the original church. Original church actually was a stone little church. This is the second church they built, and it was like a church and a hall, Sunday school hall. And so it's been here ever since then. And some of the graves are still here from Suncorp, through this land here. They kept a few of the graves in behind this little church. And by the looks of things here too, we've got an Afghanistan War Memorial Garden in here. And that's pretty cool too. It's really nice here too. They got a little plug here. If you're a veteran or their family and experiencing mental health issues such as post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, there's contact details there for help. Never above you, never below you, always beside you. Black Dog Institute, and there's a few other institutes and support networks there. It's really important to that these guys, the people that served our country, actually are able to get help when they come back. I had one of my friends whose husband fought in Afghanistan. He took his life when he came back. He just couldn't cope anymore. It's really sad. Anyway, this little doggy here is, for some reason I can't see, no, this is just more about the Afghanistan war people. I don't know what the dog represents. Obviously it was probably some famous dog. I'm assuming if I looked on these little code bars here, it might actually give me some information on that. There's an old vet little bag here. Oh, it's a money box. I might give them a donation once I've been through here. So I might as well check out all of this garden first. And there's Suncorp right in front of me. And there's a lot here about what we've done over there in Afghanistan. And some of the soldiers that we lost. It's really nice they're being remembered. A lot of people just think about World War I, World War II or Vietnam. Forget about how many soldiers we've actually lost in the Middle East. And it's good to see they're actually getting honoured, albeit tucked away in a little corner behind Suncorp, but it's good that they're being honoured. That's what I reckon. Amazing statue. We even got a seat here dedicated to Ben Roberts Smith, the Victoria Cross recipient. I think there was he got himself in some trouble too. I don't know if they took the VC off him, but anyway. So that's really nice that they've got all of these people mentioned here and who they are and what they are. And like I said earlier, they've got a little QR code. I'm sure that will take you to a spot where you can read more about each of these individuals. Very nice that they've done this. Anyway, back to the church, and a few of the graves that they actually left here after they built Lang Park and Suncorp. There's just a few that survived. I'm not sure if they were moved into here or these were actually, you know, undisturbed graves. I'm not sure. So well, there's a couple still left here, or a few. There's an interesting looking top to the grave. Hale Street Reserve for memorials commemorating the last resting place of many Queensland pioneers. This reserve, established in 1914, contains memorials from the old Paddington cemeteries, in which the first memorial was erected in 1838. This was erected by the council. So a couple of graves, their names: Daniel Holt, in memory of Arthur Stewart, the beloved child of Louis Adolphus and Mary Bernays, who died in 1865, aged 8 months and 14 days. That's really sad, isn't it? That's very sad. Somebody's left their notepad and jumper over here, diary. This person here was only 18 years and 7 months old when they died. Gee, that's sad. So young. And this little monument here, I don't know if that's this, it's so small, I don't know if it's for a baby or that's just the size of the monument. Henry Charles Rawnsley, 55. So these are the few graves left here. I'm not sure, as I said, I'm not sure if these graves were originally here or these were some from where they built Lang Park and moved them into the back of the churchyard here. I'm not 100% sure. If anyone here, anyone watching this video knows, just leave a message below and tell me what happened here, if you don't mind. So let's get ourselves now, we might go over to Toowong Cemetery and go to where they supposedly took the remains of all the other people from Lang Park, Suncorp Stadium. So we'll see you over there soon. Hi everyone, well we've left Paddington now, Lang Park, and we've come out to the Toowong Cemetery. And just on the corner of William Brown Avenue is where they actually took all of the remaining fragments of people's bones and supposedly and skeletons and things like that, and they've buried them here. And you know, supposedly they got all the people's you know, all the graves moved. But there's a lot of people believe that there's still a lot of people buried under Suncorp and surrounding areas. But anyway, I'll show you the area in a minute, but I just noticed up here, how cool is this? This looks amazing. Someone's put a table and chairs and teacup. What a cool thing to do. A little teddy bear. They've done all that in bronze. And a quick look inside long. Oh, there's that is so cool. Some people are very creative when they die, or when people die. So anyway, I'm actually in William Brown Avenue. If you look over that way, that is the main entrance on the corner of Toowong Cemetery, down the bottom at that big roundabout. And so if you come in that main entrance, just park near the buildings, you can walk up this street, and as I said, I'm on the corner of that street and William Brown Avenue. And if we come around the front here, right on the corner here, is the memorial, supposedly where they brought everybody. So the North Brisbane burial grounds at Paddington were opened in 1844 and became the final resting place of thousands of Brisbane inhabitants over the ensuing decades. Following the opening of the Brisbane General Cemetery at Toowong in 1875, the 7 sectarian cemeteries were gradually abandoned By the end of the 19th century, the site had fallen into disrepair. They're talking about back there at Suncorp. A decision was made in 1911 to have the Paddington Cemetery converted into public parklands. Memorials were subsequently removed, and the opportunity was provided to relatives to relocate the mains and/or the memorials to other cemeteries, including this one here, Toowong Cemetery. Only a few hundred bodies were removed, leaving several thousands at the site that became known as Lang Park, which turned into Suncorp. Lang Park evolved into the iconic inner city sports ground. Major redevelopment in 2011-2003. This resulted in the necessary evacuation of sections of the former burial grounds that were disturbed during construction. Methodical archaeological investigations were undertaken, and the fragmentary remains of 394 unidentified individuals were exhumed from the Anglican, Roman Catholic and Presbyterian cemeteries. These remains were interred into this memorial in 2003. So 394 all up. And as I said earlier when I was back at Suncorp, across Caxton Street where that skate park is and up the hill where the houses are, there was other grave sites there, and I don't think they took anyone out from there. So under those houses up Hale Street are graves, and same in the skate park. So that's sad in a way that they weren't acknowledged in some way. They just got built over, and you know, I don't know if I'd want to be living in a house sitting above someone's grave, personally, but I wonder if the people that live up there actually know that. But anyway, here we go, the Paddington Memorial, and we're at Toowong Cemetery. So thanks again, people, for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this little walk around suburban Brisbane, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel. My channel is mainly for hiking videos, but I do occasionally put up little videos like this. So if you're into this, let me know, and if you prefer to see more videos like this as opposed to my hiking videos, once again too, let me know, and I'll do my best to make more of these little videos. I've done a couple on grave sites around Brisbane. I like graveyards. I just find them really nice places to walk around, and really interesting, some of the gravestones, what's written on them, and just like that one just back there, that one over here with the two chairs and the teacups and the little tea party. I mean, how cool is that? Anyway, on that note, thanks for watching once again, people. We'll see you in the next video, so take care. Please subscribe, please tell your friends about my channel, and we'll see you soon. Bye.